Hey, if Elway's any sort of quarterback genius, he'll do the right thing and sign the old Red Rifle Rooster.
Well, there's the end of his GMing days. 21 Carolina Panthers. Um, there's
Rawr.
there's not. I feel like there's a lot of team or a lot of talent on this team. I just feel like there's not enough play from them. I feel like they're not giving them like their all, and I just I don't know. I watched a team a couple weeks ago go up to Lambeau and was 1 yard shy away from coming back to tie the game, and ever since then it's looked rough. Every game has looked rough. Like even the New Orleans game, yeah, they came back, but it's just I don't know. It hasn't been the same fire from Carolina I've seen. That rounds out my 32-21 though.
Okay. Well, at number 32 is the Bengals, still the worst team
Shame.
in the league. Number 31, the Redskins. They have not moved. Number 30 is the Lions, down one spot. 29 is the Jets, down one spot. The Dolphins move up to 28, up two spots. The Giants are at 27, down three spots. They still have talent. I like where they're going. They need a different head coach and a scheme that's going to actually take care of the guys they already have there. Shermer is not a good offensive coordinator, and I don't think he's a good head coach. Yeah.
What talent do they have on defense right now? I gotta ask.
Well, they got rid of a lot of it, but they do have Jabril
Where is
Peppers.
it? No, he was out. I'm talking about right now, active.
Nah,
The only guy I can think of is
good.
Golden.
They're good.
That is it.
I
Number
like
26.
I do
What?
like Lorenzo Carter. I'll say that.
Number 26, the Cardinals up one spot. Number 25, the Falcons are up another spot. 24 is the Jaguars down two spots. The Chargers free fall, 6 spots down to 23. The Broncos are up 3 spots at 22, and the Buccaneers move up 2 spots at 21.
Oh, my turn.
Raise the flags.
All right, number 20. Like I said, at least they're at least a 4-win team. I give them this. Top of the 20s, Los Angeles Chargers. Lost
They
a
need to go back to
heartbreaker.
San Diego, man.
Dude, you're telling me, freaking Jay, the rep we had for Chargers country, he was saying the same thing. They got to go back to San Diego. LA is just not working for them, especially with the Rams already there.
It's like a bad
They
cloud.
should have never left in the first place. Just
No, they
like
shouldn't have.
I hate to say it, but the Rams should have never been allowed to leave St. Louis. St. Louis loved the Rams. They supported them even when they were a dumpster fire of a franchise. They still were there for their team. They loved their team. You know what you know who should have been moved to LA? Like a team like I don't know, the Jaguars who don't really have a really solid fan base, and it's a small place that the owner's not real fond of, or like the Washington Redskins and rename them.
Washington will never leave, man.
There's plenty of other franchises that could have moved that aren't as beloved.
Yeah, but the Redskins.
Were you
one
born in
that
St.
will never-
Louis?
No, the Houston Texans, but I know St. Louis people.
The
they
Rams
pissed
were in
off.
Los Angeles before, though. It's not like they were never there.
Nobody cares. You do it in 5 years.
Eric
Those
Dickerson, baby, he cares.
Nobody cares about about football in LA. You know why? Because football is a sport that is from predominantly Midwest and East Coast because we don't have anything to do in the winter. If you can go to a beach in week freaking 12, you ain't giving a shit about no football.
Wow, the hate. The
Harsh,
hate.
dude.
Yeah,
Harsh,
I know.
brah.
I am not a fan of football in LA as far as like ripping franchises away from Midwestern freaking communities that are supporting their football teams to put them in a place where every home game is an away game and it's a home game for the away team. because they sell 80 to 90% of the damn tickets are to the team that's visiting the stadium. That's ridiculous. Why the hell are you moving when the fans are still doing that? That's blasphemy.
Let me ask this. What I know we're in the middle of power rankings, but this just popped in my mind. What do you guys think is the next couple cities that should get a team?
None, because they need to stop moving around, and we don't need any more damn teams.
I'm not talking about people moving. I'm talking about expanding. Just a couple cities, not a whole list.
Why do we need more teams? Why? So we can have 15 teams in the playoffs like the NBA, so that like only 20% of the frickin' teams don't make it, and then it's like, oh great, now we got to have 22 rounds of the playoffs and a bunch of games that don't really matter.
And I see we have our Grinch for the show. All right, Dillon, what do you think?
So for me, Baton Rouge is intriguing. I like Orlando. I like Boise.
Oh,
all cities that intrigue me.
Boise kind of makes sense because of the lack of NFL teams up in that area, and there's football schools galore there, so it makes sense there. Baton Rouge, I feel no, because you already had New Orleans is right there, man. Like you're not going to have the Mississippi. You're not going to have the Mississippi Mud Dogs.
I mean, you got 2 LA teams, 2 New York teams. Fuck it.
3 Florida teams.
Yeah. And I can't believe I said 2 New York teams, knowing that my Bills fans are right there.
Yeah, well, I mean, no, technically you should say 1 New York team, 2 New Jersey teams. Brooklyn? Really?
Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Bulls.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Hey, you know who needs a team? Chicago, am I right?
The Chicago Tigers.
I like what you're saying. The semi-pro team they got out there is pretty bum.
Bum diggly. All right, finish power rankings. We got sidetracked. I'm done.
So what would you guys think of putting Oklahoma City? Because they got a basketball team now.
Bupkis.
Yeah, I'm tired of those flyover states.
KL Dean. Jesus Christ. All right.
We play on the coast. That's where the money's at.
19.
Boom.
The Eagles. I feel like Eagles have too much goddamn talent on this team, and they're not putting it together. They lost to the Dolphins. I can't. Dillon, your team's killing me here, man.
Yes, it's a very Falcons-like situation. I'm not sure how to remedy it, but hopefully it comes soon.
But so the reason why I have them higher than most teams, like them right now, is because somehow, in some way, they still have a shot at the playoffs.
They do. Yes, they do. And we are resilient, baby. Just ask Rocky.
Called beat the Cowboys. You better hope. You know what the Eagles' hopes for a playoff run are? It's beating It's beating the Cowboys. But do you know how they make their playoff run and for sure guarantee a chance in the dance this year? You make a phone call to the Jaguars and you tell them to cut Nick Foles, and then you pick him up on the waiver wires and plug him in for the final 4 games before the season ends with all his buddies, and you win yourself another ring. Otherwise, it ain't happening, Captain.
Thank God we don't play Tampa Bay again.
Or Miami.
Shaquille Barrett lives in Foles' nightmares.
Shaquille Barrett lives in a lot of players' nightmares.
Are we going to do power rankings?
I was just discussing a top pass rusher that's going as a free agent next year, Jay. God, rushing me. All right. 8. Where was I? 20. Chargers.
I don't know. I can't keep track of all your rabbit holes you send us down.
19 Raiders. Eagles 18, 17 the Browns. Browns are in the middle of the
Never
pack.
thought I'd hear the day.
The Browns are ranked over the Eagles. I had to do it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Aren't you going down to 11 here?
Yeah. I explain more as I go down. It's more context, Jay. Why are you getting so frustrated with me on power rankings?
I'm getting confused, okay? I don't know.
16 Chicago Bears. I feel like with their couple wins they've strung along, they're 6-6. They got a pipe dream to make the playoffs. I don't think it's going to happen, but they are playing on that whim, and it seems to be working. 15 the Colts, 14 the Cowgirls, 13 the Steelers, 11 the Whams. I don't care if they won big. I feel like they're right outside of that playoff bracket, but if they get in, they're going to go one and done.
How can you go from 13 to 11? I want to ask, what happened to 12 in that sequence?
There was a tie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant 12 Rams. I am sorry, folks. My eyes are playing tricks on me on my Word document. Oh, sorry. 12 is Rams. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. You guys good?
And
Great.
what's 11? 11? That's the one after 12.
Oh, okay. Titans.
You remember them?
I remember I told a certain podcast host that a quarterback would be a better start than Marcus Mariota.
Okay, so at 20, we have the Browns staying in their position. 19, the Panthers don't move. 18, the Eagles stay steady. 17, the Raiders are down 1 spot. At number 16, the Bears jump up 5 spots. At 15, the Colts are down 3 spots. At 14, the Cowboys fall 3 spots. At number 13, the Steelers are up a spot. At number 12, the Rams move up 3 spots. At number 11, the Tennessee Titans move up 2 spots.
Oh, my turn. Number 10. Number 10. I had a big drop for these guys. I think the Vikings, they took a big drop. That loss to Seattle really hurt because now they're a full game back from Green Bay with a tiebreaker on top of that. And Dalvin Cook, he says he's going to play, but I'm going to wait to see what the injury report says this week. They're missing a couple other people on the defensive side too. Xavier Rhodes, not just the roads open, the highways are open. Literally, everybody and anybody is running routes on this guy, and they're getting touchdowns all day long. So if you're playing Minnesota, you're facing Xavier Rhodes, you're getting yards, you're getting touchdowns. They're my biggest drop this week. What did I have him at last week, Jay? What was that, 6?
5, I thought.
5, 6, yeah, somewhere on there. They've dropped big ones on mine. I couldn't remember. You ready?
10-6, right? Did you do it?
Yeah, I just did 10. Really? I just did 10 the Vikings. I only got my first one, bro.
Okay, well, why are you asking me if I'm ready? I'm staring at mine, reading it as you read yours.
I'm asking if you're ready. A lot of people are going to yell. A lot of people are going to yell at me on this, but I don't care. Number 9, Kansas City Chiefs. I feel like people are going to be like, "Oh no, they're ranked higher. They just blew out a team." It's the Chiefs. I feel like their defense is still going to show some signs of some holes when they face a better team. I feel like their offense is getting back on track, but their defense is still going to.
Well, and the offense didn't even have a good game.
That's what I'm saying. It's getting back on track. What? Why is he giving me that look?
I'm not even sure he is.
Is that a crook in his neck? I know he's that old.
I think he's got a...
Why are you mad at me because I put the Chiefs at 9?
Cuz, what the hell are you thinking, man? Their defense definitely is much improved, and their offense isn't even hitting on all cylinders, and they're still blowing out people. Come on.
Look who they faced. No, look who they faced. Oh, it looked like Doug Gottlieb there. What are you doing?
That was a pretty good comparison.
You can pinch your fingers all day long. Put the oregano down.
Al Pacino and Doug Gottlieb.
Oh, God, that's a horrible baby.
Someone
get a brown bag. Throw it in the water now.
It's not Pacino. You talking to me, huh? You talking to me? Forget about it.